Right, now I've got one here about more about the fuel prices and the abysmal stuff that goes with it, and it's a lady called Anne Marie Morris from Devon. She's Devon MP, who has put she's in support of removing the VAT from the fuel charge, and therefore she's been not sort of kicked out, but virtually kicked out of the party. She's still an MP, isn't she? But she's had to put up with a lot of stick, and all she's saying is let's remove the VAT from this overinflated, terrible energy bills that people are getting, up to £2,000 a year for the £2,000 a year for the average household. I've got a slightly different take, and I just wanted to put my idea across. That my belief and what I'm seeing is that the problem with the increase in fuel isn't caused by VAT or other government duties. It's caused virtually by bad management, because we have plenty of alternative fuel supplies and we've got plenty of ways of generating fuel, but the industry itself is being so badly run, and such corruption, such stupidity, that we've got these high bills. Now, for instance, what you might not realise is that the VAT is only 5%. It's not the full 20%. But even if it was, you can't have government policy being giving in to popular opinions. You know, sometimes taxes are unpleasant, but sometimes what you get for them is better. So if the government say they need 5%, we've got to sort of support that, because we're not going to be able to change it anyway, and we've got to go along with that, because the government need that money to provide the infrastructure that we have. And, you know, can go about the argument, schools and hospitals, but I'm looking at more important things like parties at Downing Street, because you know that 5% goes a long way, but 5% on what they're looking at in households at £2,000 is what's 5% of £2,000? It's £100 a year, isn't it? So it's hardly going to make a difference. But then you look at other things which the government has sort of, it's not really just them doing this, is the green tax, which is up to, I think it's just below 23%. Now look at the difference between them and what you get. I think the government should actually tax a little bit more if necessary, and improve the infrastructure so that the medium term is to produce more energy here independently, and get the price going right down, and maybe even create a society that we don't need to charge for energy at all. You know, that's just what I'm thinking. Have you got anything to say on that?
Yeah, I've got a breakdown here of the fuel bill.
Okay.
This is how it breaks. This was 2021 to 2022. If your annual cost, which average was £1,277, wholesale costs £528.
Okay.
Network costs, pipes and wires, £268. Operating costs, including billing and metering, £204. Other costs, £34. VAT, £61. Profit for supplier, £23 of £1,200.
Everyone's got to make some money. But all I'm saying is that it's not always as you see it. It's not. It's incompetence, this. So you want to blame the government. It's not the 5% VAT. It's the incompetence of the way these energy companies are run. I don't know if it's corruption. I don't know what it is. But looking down, I think we talked about the shale stuff. There's more. Hayden, do you want not Hayden? Graham, do you want a little scream about shale? Because you normally do.
No, I'm all right.
Okay,
no.
Because we've got. Yeah.
I don't think removing the VAT is going to help anyone.
It won't.
He's 100% right.
Yeah.
Removing that ridiculous green tax would help a lot.
And building the infrastructure, keep a few more checks on what people are doing. That's what I'm saying. That so you know, I mean, I think, even though, you know, I think an MP should have an opinion, and you know, I mean, a Conservative MP wanting to remove taxes for the benefit of the public is someone that, you know, it's it's a night, you know, we don't see it very often. But if I was in that share, I'd also probably vote against the tax. And it goes back to businesses as well. Businesses, and the general public won't like this, but businesses, if you know that you require energy and it's an item within your business, then you've got to bite the bullet and adjust your prices accordingly. Or maybe ask yourself, are there any other ways of acquiring energy? How feasible are solar panels? How feasible is hydrogen? You know, you just got to look at the alternatives and be flexible. This is why we survive in business. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. If you want to carry on watching, we've got loads of videos all around us. But if you have more real world issues and something you'd like to talk about, do feel free to contact me. Just go to my website, stephenenglander.co.uk, fill in the form, tell me what it is roughly you want to talk about, and I'll be in touch. Thank you.